Hello, amazing listeners. Welcome back to Podcast Center, where we make English learning fun, easy, and exciting.
That's right, and today we have a fascinating topic, one that affects all of us. We're talking about the newest trends in the world, their challenges, and how they impact our lives.
Sounds exciting, right? But wait. You might be thinking, oh no, this sounds difficult for my English level.
But here's the secret: don't limit your mind. Even if you're at an elementary level, you can talk about big ideas. The more you practice, the better you get.
Yes, English is not just about simple words like apple and banana. It's about expressing your thoughts, discussing real-world topics, and growing your skills.
Exactly. So, in today's episode, we will talk about new trends, things that are changing the world right now. We'll keep it simple and clear so you can learn new words, phrases, and grammar tips along the way.
And remember, learning English is like a journey. The more you challenge yourself, the faster you grow. So, are you ready to explore the world in English?
Let's go. And don't forget to listen carefully. We'll share useful vocabulary and English learning tips throughout the conversation.
All right, let's dive in. What are some of the biggest trends shaping the world today? Let's talk about it. So, Marco, let's talk about the big trends happening in the world today. What's something you think is changing fast?
Oh, definitely technology. AI, social media, and online learning are everywhere. They're making life easier, but also bringing new challenges.
That's true. AI is amazing. It helps people work faster, learn better, and even create art. But some people worrying about losing jobs because of it.
Yes, and social media is another big trend. It connects people, but it also spreads a lot of misinformation. Sometimes we don't even know what's real.
Exactly, and that's why it's important to be aware of what we see online. Critical thinking is a skill we all need.
Good point. And speaking of social media, did you know people now prefer short videos over reading news articles? This changes how people get information.
Yes, but that's not always a good thing. Quick videos can be fun, but they don't always give deep information. People need to read more and think more.
Absolutely. Learning new things takes time. You can't just watch a 10-second video and expect to understand everything.
That's why I love podcasts. You can listen, learn, and practice English at the same time.
Me too. And speaking of learning, another big trend is online education. More people now study online instead of going to traditional schools.
Yes, online courses, YouTube lessons, and even language apps help people learn new skills anytime, anywhere.
It's amazing, but there's a challenge staying motivated. When you study alone, it's easy to get distracted.
That's true, listeners. If you're learning English online, set small goals. For example, learn 5 new words every day or listen to one English podcast a day.
Yes, and don't just listen, use what you learn. Try writing a short comment in English or speaking a few sentences aloud.
That's a great tip. Learning is about practice, not just watching or listening.
Exactly. And this applies to another big trend: self-improvement. More people now focus on mental health, productivity, and personal growth.
Yes, people are reading books, meditating, and trying to improve their lives. But the challenge is too much advice. Sometimes people feel overwhelmed.
Right. The key is to start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Just focus on one good habit at a time.
Great advice. And speaking of habits, another trend is health and fitness. People are eating healthier and exercising more.
Yes, but some fitness trends are not always healthy. Quick diets and extreme workouts can be dangerous.
True. The best way is to be balanced, eat well, move your body, and stay consistent.
Exactly. And staying consistent is important for English learning too.
That's a great point, Marco. Just like staying healthy, learning English needs consistency. You don't have to study for hours, just a little every day.
Yes, and one of the best trends right now is learning through real-life content. People watch movies, listen to music, and even follow influencers in English.
That's so helpful. Watching movies with subtitles is a great way to improve listening skills. And if you hear a new word, pause and write it down.
Exactly, and music is another fun way to learn. Singing along helps with pronunciation and rhythm.
Yes, and what about social media? Many English teachers now share short lessons on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
That's right, but here's the challenge: don't just scroll. Try using the words you learn, comment in English, write a short post, or even record yourself speaking.
Great idea! Another trend I love is remote work. More people work from home now, which means they need good communication skills, especially in English.
Yes, many companies now hire people from different countries. So, speaking English can open doors to better jobs.
Exactly, but communication is more than just words. It's about confidence. Many learners understand English but feel nervous to speak.
That's normal. The best way to build confidence is practice. Speak out loud, even if you're alone, or find a language partner.
Yes, and don't be afraid of mistakes. Even native speakers make mistakes.
That's true. Another big trend is traveling and digital nomads, people who work online while traveling the world.
That sounds like a dream, but to do that, you need to speak English. It's the language of travel, business, and international friendships.
Yes, imagine traveling to another country and being able to ask for directions, order food, or make new friends all in English.
That's so exciting. And speaking of travel, sustainability is another global trend. People now focus on protecting nature and using clean energy.
Yes, but it's a challenge too. Climate change, pollution, and waste are big problems.
Exactly. That's why we need to be aware. Even small actions, like recycling or using less plastic, can help.
And learning English helps too. Many important articles, news, and scientific reports are in English. If you understand English, you can learn more and help more.
That's so true. English isn't just a language, it's a tool for knowledge and growth. That's a great way to think about it, Marco. English is more than just words, it helps us connect with the world.
Exactly. And speaking of connection, another trend is mental health awareness. People now talk more about stress, anxiety, and taking care of their minds.
That's true. In the past, many people ignored mental health. But now, we know that taking care of our minds is just as important as taking care of our bodies.
Yes, and one way to do that is by learning new skills. Learning something new, like a language, keeps your brain active and healthy.
Absolutely, and it also helps with confidence. When you learn something new, you feel good about yourself.
Yes, but sometimes learning can feel stressful. Many people worry about making mistakes when they speak English.
That's so common, but mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes all the time.
That's true. And another important trend is lifelong learning. People are now learning new skills at every stage of life.
Yes, before, people thought learning was only for school. But now, we know that learning never stops.
Exactly, and it's easier than ever. We have online courses, free resources, and even podcasts like this one to help us keep learning.
That's so true, and learning doesn't have to be boring. If you enjoy what you're learning, you will improve much faster.
Yes, that's why finding interesting topics in English like technology, travel, or health makes learning fun and effective.
And the best part, you don't have to be perfect. The most important thing is to keep going, step by step.
Exactly. Katharina, step by step is the key. And speaking of steps, another trend is artificial intelligence, AI. AI is changing the way we work, learn, and even communicate.
Yes, AI is everywhere now. We see it in chatbots, voice assistants, and even language learning apps.
Right. Some people use AI to practice English. There are AI tutors that can correct pronunciation and suggest better grammar.
That's amazing, but at the same time, we should remember that AI is just a tool. Real conversations with people are still the best way to improve.
I agree. AI helps, but nothing replaces real practice. That's why language exchange programs are also popular now.
Yes, people from different countries connect online and practice English with each other. It's a great way to learn.
And it's free. You don't need to travel to an English-speaking country to practice. You can find speaking partners online.
That's so true. And another interesting trend is personal development. Many people now focus on improving themselves every day.
Yes, reading books, learning new habits, and setting goals are all part of this trend. And guess what? English plays a big role in it.
Absolutely, many of the best self-improvement books and courses are in English. So learning English helps people grow in many ways.
And not just books, podcasts, TED Talks, and YouTube videos in English can teach us so much.
Exactly. Learning English isn't just about grammar and vocabulary. It opens doors to knowledge, opportunities, and a better future.
That's right, Katharina. English is not just a subject, it's a skill that connects us to the world. And speaking of connections, another big trend is remote collaboration.
Oh yes, now people from different countries work together online. Companies hire employees from all over the world, so knowing English is more important than ever.
Exactly. Imagine working with a team where some people are from Japan, some from Brazil, and some from Germany. English is the common language.
That's why learning business English is becoming popular. Many people want to improve their professional communication skills.
Yes, writing emails, joining meetings, and giving presentations in English, these are essential skills in today's job market.
And guess what? Even if someone doesn't work in an international company, knowing English still helps. Many skills, like coding, marketing, and design, are taught in English.
That's true. Even doctors and scientists read research papers in English. So, no matter what job you have, English is useful.
Yes, and another trend is entrepreneurship. Many people are starting their own businesses, and they need English to connect with global customers.
That's a great point. Social media, online shops, and digital marketing, all of these require English if you want to reach a big audience.
Exactly. Even small businesses use English to expand. That's why many entrepreneurs focus on improving their English skills.
So true. And there's another trend. I love healthy lifestyles. People are becoming more aware of fitness, nutrition, and mental well-being.
Yes, exercise, meditation, and healthy eating are very popular now. And a lot of useful information about these topics is available in English.
That's a great motivation to keep learning. Imagine being able to read research on health, follow fitness experts, and watch inspiring documentaries all in English.
Exactly. English helps us learn, grow, and improve our lives in so many ways.
That's right, Katharina. English isn't just for school, it's for real life. And speaking of real life, another big trend is sustainable living.
Yes, people are now thinking more about the environment. They recycle, use less plastic, and buy eco-friendly products.
Exactly. And many companies are changing, too. Businesses are now focusing on sustainability because customers care about the planet.
That's so true. And if you want to understand these changes, English is helpful. Many environmental reports and news articles are in English.
Yes, and speaking of change, another big trend is digital learning. More people are learning online than ever before.
Right, online courses, virtual classrooms, and language learning apps are making education more accessible to everyone.
And that means anyone, anywhere, can learn English. You don't need to be in a classroom. You can learn from home, in a cafe, or even on a bus.
That's a great point. And digital learning also helps people learn at their own pace. If you want to study fast, you can. If you want to go slowly, that's okay too.
Yes, and another trend is multitasking while learning. Many people listen to podcasts, watch videos, or read articles while doing other things.
That's a smart way to learn. You can listen to English while cooking, exercising, or even cleaning your room.
Exactly. Learning doesn't have to be difficult. The key is to make it part of your daily routine.
That's true. Even small habits, like reading one English sentence a day or watching a short video, can help improve skills over time.
Absolutely. And another great habit is speaking a little English every day. Even if you don't have a native speaker to talk to, you can practice alone.
Yes, talking to yourself in English, writing a daily journal, or even repeating phrases from a podcast can help a lot.
That's right. The most important thing is to stay consistent. Small steps every day lead to big improvements.
Wow, Marco, we've talked about so many trends today: technology, remote work, personal growth, sustainability, and even digital learning.
Yes, and the one thing connecting all of them is English. Whether it's career success, business growth, or self-improvement, English is a powerful tool.
Exactly, and for our listeners, this is a great reminder: learning English isn't just about passing a test. It's about opening doors to new opportunities.
That's right. The world is changing fast, and the more we learn, the better we can adapt. So don't stop at the basics. Challenge yourself, explore new topics, and grow every day.
And don't be afraid of making mistakes. Learning is a journey, and every step forward brings you closer to confidence and fluency.
So keep practicing, keep exploring, and most importantly, enjoy the process.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more fun and useful English lessons your way.
And of course, share this podcast with your friends. Learning together is even more fun.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep reaching for your goals.
Happy learning, everyone. See you soon.